is the 2024 Pan Am Masters, Cleveland, Ohio, for individuals 30 years and over. So it's a little different than most Masters events, which are 50. It's every 4 years. There were 75 countries, nearly 30 sports, and it's a flagship for the IMGA, which is the International Masters Games Association. It's officially the world's largest international participatory multi-sport event. Pretty amazing. Again, this was held in Cleveland, Ohio, Taldwin Wallace Auditorium. Of course, we had all the track and field events. Didn't cover all the field events, but there was some great high jumping. But you know, there was also your triple jumps and long jumps. Even while the high jumps going on in the background there, you can see them setting up for track events. Lots of competition in the long jump. Gave you the results right away. Great track people from so many countries, so it was very competitive and lots of energy out on the field. Lots of women participating in the events. There were just
Congratulations! And second, Ryan Dukes.
Let's go, man! Let's go, man!
You can see lots of different countries represented. I certainly didn't get indication of the photos of all of them, but great award ceremonies. This was a 90-year-old, 94.
Correct me. We're here at the 2024 Pan Am Games, Cleveland, Ohio, with Danny Waugh.
Daniel Waugh, right.
Daniel Waugh. How do you spell that?
W-A-U-G-H. Spells like laugh.
Okay.
Sounds like law.
Okay.
Right?
Well, we are here to talk to people about how maintaining health and fitness enhances the quality of your life. Tell us about what you do, how maintaining health and fitness has enhanced the quality of your life,
Sure.
that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm retired, so but I'm not a get up at the crack of noon guy. I'm still getting up at 6 o'clock every morning. But I have a bit of history of doing of staying fit for many, many years. But what I find with track and field is it's been a fountain of youth for me. It really has. It's been a fountain of youth for me. The intensity of track training really works on your core muscle groups and such, and the muscles around your ankles and your knees and all the joints, and it really supports those. In fact, I had an ankle impingement a couple of years ago from some time off due to an injury, and I'm just a track and field guy now. I used to do marathons, but I'm a track and field guy. But I had almost 2 years off, and my ankles got weak. I ended up with an ankle impingement that really kept me out of action.
Wow.
And I was talking to an orthopedic surgeon, and the orthopedic surgeon, you know, their advice was, well, you need to get off doing this stuff, and you know, you're getting older, da 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 da. It's like, for me, that was an unacceptable answer.
Yeah.
So my advice to anybody would be to be your own fierce advocate on your health care and on your health choices. You know, I was advised to not do anything. Instead, I started strengthening the muscles around my ankles, and the pain went away, the limp went away, and then within a month, I was actually doing light sprints on soft surfaces, and then a couple months later, I was really getting at it.
Wow.
And now here I am at the Pan American Games, you know, an international event with you know, hundreds of other athletes, whatever, and I'm going to give it a go here, and I feel like I belong. So that'll be fun.
Getting those ankles back gets you back in activity.
Right on.
Helps you with your weight.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just an all around.
And it was simple things like doing these crossovers. In fact, physical therapists will tell you that this little exercise where you basically are walking sideways, one ankle over the other, and I call them crossovers.
Yeah.
And that is that lateral movement like that began to strengthen my ankles. And I started doing other things like calf raises just off stairs. All that stuff is wonderful, really helps your mobility. You strengthen things up, and then away you go. So.
Did you say your age yet?
I'm 65.
65. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. We like to ask people also if there's any belief system that helps you through life.
Yeah, we're, like George Michael said, you got to have faith. But my wife and I have a strong Christian belief system. I actually have fairly recently taken to as a little mantra before I run is to talk about to myself about Proverbs 3:5.
Yes.
And it's basically it's about trust in the Lord.
Lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him.
Pardon me?
Is that the verse that says lean not on your own understanding, but all your ways?
Basically, trust in Him is what the final message is, right? And Sydney McLaughlin-Lerone, who is the world record holder in the 400 meter, and she'll be in the Olympics here real soon. That's one that she cites all the time. I kind of get a kick out of that.
Yeah,
so,
I do too.
But So what else you got?
Well, what would you say to that guy on the or woman on the couch that just can't seem to get it together to get out?
Well, be your own advocate. Take small steps. I think I heard you talking to somebody else earlier about just getting up and walking around the block.
Yeah.
All that stuff just kind of adds up. But what you got to do is you have to make your own little goals. You set up a little process, then it's easy to follow.
Yeah.
And it might be if you decide you want to start running a bit, go out to your local high school track, and ease into running the straightaway, and then walk the curves because that's easier on your joints, right? Yeah. And then until you get stronger, and then you might run 30 yards, or you might run 100 yards. Who knows? But just kind of keep track of it, and what's really cool is you get to follow your progress as you go along, and because you will progress, and a lot of times you don't notice it unless you make note of it. So take a little calendar and write those things down. I do that all the time.
That's what I do too.
Yeah,
every day I write down what I did. I do a lot of rowing machines and running and cycling, and I'll put down, how long I did each thing.
Right on. That's kind of how you roll on that, I think.
Yeah. And I don't want to put a big zero.
Yeah. And you know what? It's okay to take some days off.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up about that.
That's true.
I only do high intensity track training, and I'm a fairly seasoned athlete at this point, but I only do high intensity track training twice a week.
Yeah.
And I'll do some other stuff some other days, and I'll take a couple days off,
Well, you can tell you're in incredible shape.
Oh, thank you.
And as an All-American, I guess you set some records. And
I've done okay. I've had some fun. But it's at the end of the day, whether you're an All-American or whether you're just getting off the couch, there's always somebody faster and there's always somebody slower. So just go out and have fun with it. That's really what it's all about.
That's great advice. And we hope people will look into their eternal life as well as their physical.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's where we're going to spend a lot of time.
Right.
Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Your input. Thank you.
You bet.
We want to thank you for watching redefiningaging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.